music.
Look at that.
Take a look at that. That's a young fella, Max Muggeridge, and he spends his time chasing monster sharks, people. The 19-year-old catches the predators before releasing them back into the water, tagging them. And in recent months, he's grabbed some absolute whoppers.
Measuring tape.
And we're pleased to say that Max joins us now from the Gold Coast. Max, this is one heck of a hobby you've got.
Yeah, it's keeps me on my toes, that's for sure.
Mate, some of those sharks you've caught recently are very, very large. Talk us through that and where you caught them.
They're off a New South Wales coastline. I do all my fishing off a beach. We use big marlin reels, as you will. It's an unconventional style of fishing. We kayak baits out off the shore and then we sit back on the beach and we wait for the bite.
I was going to wonder that because it's a hell of a cast. I would have thought, otherwise it's very scary for all of us.
No.
So you're taking it further out. How far out?
Anywhere between sort of 400 to 600 metres,
Right.
Somewhere around there. I mean, I don't measure it exactly, but...
And tell us why you do it, Max.
It's all for research. It's all for tagging the sharks and just to get a bit of an understanding of what they're doing, where they are, what time of years they're moving up and down the coastline, and just to gain a bit of a general knowledge on them.
It's a hell of a hammerhead, that one with you and Alexia, your girlfriend, on the beach. So what you get these in, I presume, 500 or 600 metres to get a shark in. That's going to be, what, 30 or 40 minutes at the earliest to get one in. And then you tag them and then you get them back out of the water and release them. That's a great program.
Yeah, it takes anywhere between 30 minutes. A couple of the bigger ones will take sort of an hour plus sort of thing. Different sharks take different times, and obviously the larger the shark is, the longer I'll be on the rod and reel.
So what's the period of time that they're actually out of the water? We've been looking at some of these photos of you posing on the beach with them. How long do they actually last out of the water?
Oh, well, I've got some specialists from TMMFA tackle, and basically they're no barbed. They're a circle hook, so you always get in the corner of the jaw, and they slip out in, you know, less than 5 seconds sort of thing, and then it's a quick tag, quick measure for the info, and then they're back in the water within sort of 60 seconds.
Do they?
So it's all action stations. When it's on the beach, in double time.
Yeah, hello. You have to be on your toes.
Yeah.
Mate, what can you tell us, given your experience, and if you're working with the DPI and the CSIRO doing research at the moment, because there's so much anecdotal information out there about the dramatic increase in the number of sharks and shark attacks, what can you tell us in terms of what you've seen?
As I said, I'm no expert in the field, and I'm sure there's a whole lot more going on that I'm unaware of, but my 2 cents on the matter is we pull tons and tons of fish out of the ocean daily, and the sharks obviously then are running out of food. As I said, I'm sure there's a lot more going on than what I'm aware of.
Have you seen more sharks? Are you catching bigger ones, or is it just the same?
It's pretty much the same for me. I wouldn't say there's an increase in shark numbers. For me, it's just more improving my technique and improving my fishing. That's why I'm catching more, I believe.
There on the beach. I know a couple of times I've gone fishing in my life. You know, you think the fish is dead and you hold it up for the photograph and the slippery thing's still well and truly alive. Does the shark ever...
Big time.
Like, there's plenty of life obviously in the sharks that you're catching. Do they ever swing around and just remind you who's boss?
Yeah, big time. They throw me around, no doubt about it. I get kicked off my feet so many times, it's not funny. For a photo, I mean, they look still, but it's hardly anything but when they're on the beach.
And your girlfriend Alexia is obviously an action woman as well.
Yeah, she's been getting in on the action, and she's great on the camera. She snaps away 100 photos in a couple of seconds, and then we scan through them and we try and find one or two that's not too bad.
Wow.
I'll give you $100 if you tell us what beaches you're fishing off.
Fisherman never reveals his spots.
200. Some new lures?
I'll have to take you out one time, hey?
Sweet, bro. I look forward to that. Not a bad story, too. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Well done.